Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. This is part 6 video on the chapter of mensuration, where I will solve the question number 9 of the concept practice problem set number 1. So the set number 1 problems are based on the area, perimeter, diagonal of a square, rectangle and the area of the four walls of a room. If you have not watched the previous 5 parts of video on this chapter of mensuration, then I highly suggest and request that you please watch those videos also to maintain the continuity of your study on the chapter of mensuration. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 7 following the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos regularly and my videos are beneficial to you, then I highly request and suggest that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started in solving the question number 9, which are fill in the blanks problems from set 1 of concept practice problems on the chapter of mensuration. Okay, so as usual on the left hand side I have kept my formulas and concepts of area, perimeter and diagonal of square, rectangle and the four walls of a room, just for reference in case I forget any formula. Okay, let's start solving the problems. So these are all question number 9. There are 5 parts, all are fill in the blanks problems. Okay, so part 1 says dash squares of each side 1 meter make a square of side 5 kilometer. So it is asking how many squares, dash means how many squares of each side 1 meter make a square of one side of square of side 5 kilometer. So basically the concept is that the area of whatever the number of squares will be the answer, the area of that number of squares where each square is of side 1 meter will be equal to the area of a square of side 5 kilometer. Okay, so let's say let x number of squares are required, that is required to make a square of side 5 kilometer. Okay, now area of one square of side 1 meter will be equal to 1 multiplied by 1 meter square, which is equal to 1 meter square. So this implies, using unitary method, area of x squares of side 1 meter will be equal to x multiplied by 1 meter square. This is equal to x meter square. So we must have okay, so we must have, now what is the area of a square of side 5 kilometer? Remember that the small squares are each of side 1 meter. So the area of x number of small squares will be x meter square. So now we must have x meter square should be equal to, what is the area of the square of side 5 kilometer? It will be 5 multiplied side square, so 5 multiplied by 5, but remember this is kilometer square. Now kilometer square, but we have to, since on the left hand side we are having the unit as meter square, we have to convert the kilometer square, that is the we have to convert the right hand side area, unit of the right hand side area from kilometer square to meter square. So what will be 5? So this is 25 kilometer square. Now what will be 25 kilometer square as meter square? This will be 25 divided by 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. So 1000 square, this much. this meter square. Okay. So what will be x? So x will be equal to 25 divided by 1000 multiplied by 1000. Now you must be very familiar with the conversion of units of perimeter and area. Perimeter is just length, so you must be knowing to convert the unit from centimeter to meter, meter to kilometer, centimeter to kilometer, decimeter. All these conversion of units you must be aware of, and also the unit of conversion of units of area, that is how many meter square is 1 kilometer square, or how many kilometer square is 1 meter square. This kind of conversion you must be well aware of. Okay, so this is now I think now in the conversion from 25 kilometer square to meter square, I think I did a mistake. This will not be divided by 10,000 square, it will be multiplied by 10,000 square, because 1 kilometer square is equal to so this is 25 kilometer square now, and 1 kilometer square is equal to 1000 square meter square, because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Okay, so it will be a huge number. So x is 25 multiplied by 10 to the power 6. So this implies that x will be equal to 25 multiplied by 10 to the power 6. So this number of squares of each side 1 meter will make a square of side 5 kilometer. Now I will quickly check the answer. Please give me a few minutes. Okay, answer 5. Okay, so how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is basically 2, 5 and 6 zeros. This is the answer. 2, 5, 6, 0. This 6 zeros. So this is this number of squares of each side 1 meter will make a square of side 5 kilometer. So the idea was that the area of all the squares of each side 1 meter will be equal to the area of the square of side 5 kilometer. Okay, let's do the second part. The ratio of the areas of two squares is 4:25. If the side of the smaller square is 6 centimeter, then the side of bigger square is. Okay, so the ratio of the area is given. Fine. So let areas of the squares, applying the concepts of ratios, applying the concept of ratio and proportion, if the ratio of the areas of two squares is given to be 4:25, so let areas of the squares be 4x and 25x. Since the side of the smaller square is given as 6 centimeter, so we must assume the areas to be in square centimeter or centimeter square. So let the areas of the squares be 4x centimeter square and 25x centimeter square. So this is based on the parts of the ratio. Okay, now if the side of the smaller square is 6 centimeter, then the side of bigger square is if the side of smaller square is 6 centimeter, I think it will be if the side of smaller square is okay. I think I am doing it wrong. I must let's assume the side to be, let's assume let if the side of smaller square is 6 centimeter, then the side of bigger square is okay. Let the side of bigger square be x centimeter. Okay, so area let it be A1, area of smaller square, will be equal to, since the side of the smaller square is given to be 6 centimeter, the area of smaller square will be 6 multiplied by 6 centimeter square. This is equal to 36 centimeter square, and area, let's say it be A2 of bigger square will be equal to x square centimeter square, since we have assumed the side of bigger square to be x centimeter. Okay, now this implies the ratio of the smaller area of smaller square to bigger square is 4:25. So we must have A1 by A2 is equal to 4/25. So this implies 36 by x square should be equal to 4/25. So from here, doing cross multiplication, we will get 4x square is equal to 36 multiplied by 25. This implies x square is equal to 36 multiplied by 25 divided by 4. This is 9 into 25. So this implies x is equal to square root of 9 multiplied by 25. This is equal to 3 into 5, which is 15 centimeter. So the side of the bigger square is 15 centimeter. Let me quickly check if the answer is correct or not. Uh, 11 is 15 centimeter. Okay, correct. Let's do the next part, third part. If a wire in the shape of a square is rebent into a rectangle, then the dash of both shapes remain the same, but dash may vary. Obviously, if a wire in the shape of a square, the length of the wire is constant. So initially the length of the wire is in the shape of a square. So if and when you are rebending the wire into another shape, the length of the wire always remains the same. So the perimeter of the rectangle and the square will be same. So this will be perimeter, and obviously the area of the square and the rectangle will be different, may vary depending on how the wire is being rebended into a rectangle. That is what is the length and breadth of the rectangle. So this will be area. So always remember that when a wire, the length of a wire is always fixed. If it is rebended into another shape, let's say it was initially in one shape, and then you are rebending it into another shape, the perimeter of both the shape will always be the same, but the area may vary. Okay. So this was there was nothing, no need of any calculation. This was basically a conceptual problem, or concept on perimeter and area. Okay. The fourth part is the number of squares of side 3 centimeter each required to cover a rectangle measuring 3 centimeter by 12 centimeter. This is pretty much the same, very similar to the question, the part 1. Okay, let's do it. The number of squares of side 3 centimeter each required. So let x number of squares are required. Okay, so area of one square of side 3 centimeter is equal to 3 into 3 centimeter square, which is equal to 9 centimeter square. Therefore area of x squares of side 3 centimeter will be equal to x into 9 centimeter square. This is 9x centimeter square. Okay, now what is the area of rectangle? Area of a rectangle, the length and breadth are given to be 33 centimeter and 12 centimeter. 33 centimeter by 12 centimeter means the length is 33 centimeter and breadth or width is 12 centimeter. So the area of the rectangle is equal to 33 multiplied by 12 centimeter square. This is equal to, let me quickly calculate the 33 multiplied by 12. So this is 6 and 6. So 6, 12, 726. So this is 726 centimeter square. So definitely we must have the area of x number of squares of side 3 centimeter must be equal to the area of the rectangle. So we must have 9x is equal to 726. This implies x is equal to 726 divided by 9, and this is coming out to be a fraction. This is not the number of squares of side 3 centimeter each required to cover a rectangle. Okay, so I did a mistake in doing the multiplication. I'm sorry. This is 66 and this is 33. So this is 396. This is 396. 396 and this is 396. This will be 44. So 44 number of squares of side 3 centimeter will be required to cover the rectangle measuring 33 centimeter by 12 centimeter. Let me quickly check the answer. Okay, 44 is the correct answer. Okay, let's do the last part. The length and breadth of a rectangle are in the ratio 3:2. If its area is 216 centimeter square, then its perimeter is. By now, this should be a very straightforward question. So, let L, that is the length of the rectangle, be 3x centimeter. Since the perimeter is given in, since the area is given in centimeter square, we must assume the length and the unit of length and breadth to be in centimeter. So let L be 3x centimeter and breadth to be 2x centimeter. This is based on the given ratio. Okay, the area is given to be 216 centimeter square. Okay, so this implies area is equal to length multiplied by breadth, which is equal to 3x multiplied by 2x, this much centimeter square, and this is equal to 6x square centimeter square. So this implies we must have 6x square is equal to the area is given to be 216 centimeter square. So we must have 6x square is equal to must be equal to 216. So this implies x square will be equal to 216 by 6. This is 3 and 6. So this implies x is equal to square root of 36 centimeter, which is equal to 6 centimeter. Okay, 6 centimeter is x. Sorry, I am wrong. X is not a 6 centimeter, but x is only 6, because we have assumed the length and breadth to be 2x, 3x centimeter and 2x centimeter. So over here, x is just x is just a number. Okay, so what will be the length? Length is 3x centimeter, which is equal to 3 multiplied by 6, because x is 6. This is equal to 18 centimeter. And what is breadth? Breadth is 2x centimeter, which is equal to 2 into 6 centimeter, which is equal to 12 centimeter. So now it is asking the perimeter of the rectangle. So this implies perimeter is equal to 2 into length plus breadth, which is equal to 2 multiplied by length is 18 and breadth is 12, this much centimeter. This is equal to 2 multiplied by 30 centimeter, and this is equal to 60 centimeter. So 60 centimeter will be the perimeter of the rectangle. I will quickly check the answer. Question number 2 is 60 centimeter. Okay, so with this it comes to an end in solving the question number 9 of the set 1 concept practice problems. This question was all fill in the blanks problem. I hope solving these problems will give you a good idea of how to apply the concept of area and perimeter and diagonal of square, rectangle, and the area of 4 walls of a room to solve this kind of problem. If this video was beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and once again please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. In the next video, I will solve the question number 10, that is the last question in the set number 1, which are true and false statements. So please stay tuned for that video to come soon. I will end the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.